Hello and welcome back to Old World Blues as we continue on our mutant campaign with the Troll Warden. When we last left off yesterday, we had taken out 2 of our nearby enemies. We had expanded, actually 3 of our nearby enemies are now down, as we've expanded into a handful of different settlements and are sort of entering, I think, a bit of a build-up phase before our next round of war. We managed to take out the Bone Drinkers, the Marrow Drinkers, the Bone Crunchers, and somebody else who lived in the feeding grounds. I've already forgotten their name, the Carcass Walkers. We've managed to get our borders out a fair bit. We're prepping for war against the Bone Dancers and Kemmelt Station. After that comes Mirelurk Tribe and the Apostles as we make our way to the seashore. But the Mirelurk Tribe have a bunch of Mirelurks with them, and we don't have really any kind of anti-tank weapon, any kind of armor-piercing weapons, or anything of the sort. So, we're playing it a little bit safe. We are building up some civilian workshops and the like as we get ourselves into position. We've got 300 political power. We got to spend some of this, dudes. Seafood diet, Captain Crab Eater. I can't get any of these guys because we ended up going with the first in the focus tree. So we get no Chief of Army, we get no Chief of the Air Force. We have no vehicles, we have no aircraft. Technically, we do have access to Navy. But I'm going to probably say pretty much only light ships is going to be what we'd use there, so... we'll take Canoeio. And I mean, I don't know. I guess we could take Poseidon Energy as a pre-war policy right now. I don't know what else we're going to possibly use political power on. There are a couple of things in the decision tree. I guess we could ask for business favors. Robot City was annexed. RIP. Robot City was the other big campaign I was thinking about doing for this. And just doing an all-robot campaign. And I'm still thinking about doing it. Now, we have a lot of war support, but not a lot of stability. I wouldn't mind focusing on the internal sphere. Spend a bit of our stuff on that. Our scavenging program was a bit of a bust. Not getting anything good there. I tell you what, I'm going to sell off a bit of melee weaponry. Because we have quite a bit. And we can start making friends with the guys who sell us melee weaponry. Which I think might be wise. I might as well also just sell off these bicycles. I have exactly 250 bicycles, but I guess I can't sell them. I guess we could use bikes still for logistics. So we could do that. We don't have any spy agencies. I don't know that trolls having spy agencies makes a lot of sense. Something for us to think about. There are 3 more civilian workshops. Tribal encampments. Let's take expanding the war in because it will core all this territory we just took. Which should also give us access probably to more arms workshops, more civilian workshops. Honestly, for a group of super mutants, having 10 available factories already is surprisingly good. I'm a bit shocked by it. All these places are all built up already. Here's the biggest issue is we don't actually have a lot of room to build workshops. So we're a little bit limited on that kind of stuff. We are making dynamite that is still specializing. The support equipment is the chems that we were doling out. There was some thought about putting chems in with these behemoths, though it would kill my organization, I think is what we said. Not like a lot, though. Drops the armor and the piercing. I think the thing is with chems is I need them more for the bulk of troops than I need them for things like specialties like behemoths. All right, we've unlocked dogs, quote unquote. I suppose grabbing some anti-tank rifles would be wise. These guys picked up the scout kits in case we get Nightkin. We can upgrade our melee weaponry. We can also upgrade our super mutants. We have quite a few upgrades on super mutants to do. Breakthrough hardness and armor would probably be our best options, but I think I'm going to have to go with the slightly better ballistic weapons first. Or slashing melee weapons, as I mean. And send out some more manual prospectors. I want to make sure that we can kind of advance a few things before going into this. Looks like Arroyo is growing. And as is the NCR. Our mutants have gotten a little bit better. On one hand here, we have HP, attrition, defense, hardness, and armor. And then like experience and org loss. This is initiative, organization, max speed, and reconnaissance. I want to say 200 HP on mutants would be valuable. It does look like a cool thing about the mutant tree is you can actually swap every single level of it and decide to go for one side or the other. Mutants, 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 mutants. Nightkin and behemoths get a bonus down here. So there is like a special tree for them right at the end. I do kind of wonder about these guys. Whether or not gobbling up them would be worth doing. Former prophet of the Coral Court of the Myer Lurk. As the Coral Court's influence continued to grow over the Myer Lurk tribe, Vadim couldn't stand by. He saw an abandonment of the old ways. Him and his apostles exiled to the south and fought off cannibals. So these guys might also have Myer Lurks if that's the case. The Crimson Acolytes. These guys have grown. Become a new group. Once a man fell victim to a group willing to exploit him. He fell into the void and only his mind returned. The Odious King is what was left. The Odious King and his followers rule the Bone Dancers, listen to the choreography of their king, and keep to the melody of the strange chorus. They are also offering me a treaty. If we promise not to invade them, they're willing to give us a large amount of caps, resources, and manpower. We will bypass our war focuses against the Bone Dancers and Chemalt. But we'd get 2,000 population. 16. Whoa. 16 scrap in the Warren, 6 workshops for arms and civilians each. Oh, I gotta look at these focus trees. We did just pick up expanding the Warren. So we have cored all that bone drinker, marrow drinker territory. Lokilio, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the agency. So these guys are under Chemalt and Crimson Acolytes here. A worthy foe. So I get a special unit leader if I kill them. General Shatterhand. And Bone Snarl gets an upgrade, getting more attack and a special event. I guess also I would get Overrun the Armory, which is 2 arms workshops. And use the supplies we have moved into Chemalt Station to rebuild the artillery. Any leftover artillery can be moved to our capital. For every state we own that has 5 infrastructure, build an anti-air in the Warren and a new Chemalt. This is actually a hard to say debate. It just says it will bypass these. So I'm assuming that they will automatically complete. It's a lot of land. And I feel like they are going to be easier to kill than the Mirelurks and the Apostles. Like, I was going to go for these guys first. It's a hell of a debate. I know we want to move north. Up towards Vancouver. Up towards Capitol Hill, really. I don't know, man. The super mutants doing peace. It just doesn't seem right. We're gonna refuse. We didn't give Salem over, so we can get 2 arms workshops and an outpost over there. That would actually be really good for us. Having some defensive structures over here would be super, super helpful. I'd love to get some dogs being made. We don't have access to Nightkin yet, so I don't know that Tribal Scout Kit's going to really do much for us, but we could think about adding it in. And then we do have a couple of cultural policies we can also take. Monster in the Woods. Division org 10%. Soldier loss reduced. That would be pretty good. We get a special one because we completed Trolls of the Warren. To the north, I just saw that Strath Commune got absorbed by Pioneer Company and Lloyd's Ministry. But now, of course, Pioneer Company is being attacked on both sides by Big Grass and Lloyd's Ministry. The Civil War continues. Low-key, I'm really hoping Big Grass wins this. Just because they are an all-robot faction. And that's ever so fun. Alright, we got new mutants coming in. These guys are all trained up. Oh, that's actually going to be nice. If we don't have a lot of political power to use, I can actually use it to giving out medals to my super mutants. Which makes all of my armies even better, especially things like the behemoths. Would definitely be worth. This guy's got 3 citations? Oh, man. We're going to be pumping him up. Free Civifax. You know what? Let's just max out the infrastructure here. And then I'm going to say 1 civilian, 1 arms. And then I'm going to start building a little bit of defenses here after. Oh, that's valuable to do. A, it gives me a road, but B, there's like lots of resources being built in all those locations, so. I think I'll actually put the infrastructure charges here just up before everything else. Having the forts just means that, you know, we can invade from the south and hold that land with a couple of super mutants. Van Graff requests lowered tariffs. Do we like Van Graff? Laser weapons. Not really, but I'll do it anyway. We're not making caps off of nothing, so. Newton, how we doing? Welcome, welcome. You can almost... No, we can't even remotely buy this. I'm going to keep selling him stacks of basic melee weaponry. It don't really hurt to do. We be exhausted is what we be. Hey, that's a good way to be. Hopefully from a nice workout or something. I am curious, if I buy guns, will our super mutants just start using them? I mean, we technically have access to pipe guns, but... it's something to think about. No, just exhausted from life. I feel you. How's the campaign? It's going well. So far, it's going pretty well. A gift of iron. Stability 5. Planning for Beatrice. 100 political power. Ba, 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 ba. Oh, we do have the rewards of victory here. Camp Sherman, Broken Top, get an arms and a civilian workshop. We get 200,000 bottle gaps. We're gonna pick that up. We gonna pick that up. Icorn we need for this next one. But I'm realizing we can also pick up cannibal mutants here, grabbing us a handful of extra building slots. And Eaters of Mankind we don't yet have. Icorn would be nice. Where is Icorn? Oh, way up here in Timberline. Yeah, that ain't gonna happen anytime immediately. Don't reckon. I got a second slot here. I'm gonna put it on floaters. No, we have multiple extra slots here. More super mutant behemoths? I mean, it's probably not a bad idea. We can also make spec ops, sure, but I can make Nightkin divisions. Interesting. I thought there was the opportunity to make dog-based divisions via the floaters. But maybe we can only have dog support. I guess that's the case. We're going to absolutely change this Spec Op division over to Nightkin. Can't quite put all of them in yet. Can't put any of them in yet. So we will be patient. Workout Friday and Sunday mornings. Okay, okay. Good time for it. 10 days till competition. It's exciting, dude. Hope it goes well. How come we don't own whose land yet? A Turg knows whose land that is. I mean, we're growing. We're gobbling up territory. We're getting ready to go up against the Crimson Acolytes, who are big and a little bit worrisome, but Fall of Diana. I'm gonna grab light special forces attacks because I think that no, Nightkin, right. Nightkin actually sit as their own separate thing, which Animal Friend has. No. God, somebody else has Nightkin bonuses here. Battle for Hoover Dam is also happening, which could be important for us. There we go. Nightkin attack, Nightkin defense. So Pittman is going to become our Nightkin specialist. We just got to start swapping everybody over. Nightkin. Get rid of that guy. Nightkin. Nightkin. Rename. Spot him in the Warren. The Legion could not cross the Colorado. Unsurprising. Oh, unfortunate for them. I am curious whether or not Behemoths, because it looks like they both cost Spec Ops cap. And I don't know if there's any way to see what my Spec Ops cap is. I feel like there must be, but I actually don't know where that would be anywhere. You're another Behemoth. You love to see it. We'll get them fixed up. Oh, I didn't realize this. These guys have gone to war. An offensive war against Shoshone Nation. Ooh, now would be the time to strike against these guys. I mean, they're just going to thin out their ranks, but scavengers are robust. Room for another cultural advisor here. I think I'm going to take the hit to stability. We'll get a bit better production. All this is going okay. Coming along. We doing the troll warren. We is doing the troll warren. And so far, it's been going pretty well. There's still lots to figure out, but so far, so good. How much are these guys going to cost if I put dynamite in them? I know it's going to cost 10, but how much dynamite am I going to need is the real question, is what I'm saying. Okay, there's the rewards of victory. Let's grab war horns in the east. And then the next one allows us to set our goal. We got extra military factories. Anti-tank rifles are still a bit away. I tell you what, we're going to have to be producing a lot of extra melee weaponries to get upgrades soon, so... We picked up a ton of bottle caps from that event. We could grab the extra manpower. We still need a lot to be able to actually be able to buy anything good off of this guy. You have MSAWs and anti-tank rifles, which we are also kind of going to need. But I don't want to be buying weapons off of you. Do we have trade notes? Curious question. No. Not only do we not have trade notes, there's not really any in our immediate territory. I'm going to put on a military signing bonus. We're about to be at 3,000 manpower, so we won't be able to get it after that. What's going on with the automatic gunfire? Had fun doing this one, as I recall. Been a hot minute since I did old WB. I've been really enjoying it. It's basically my first couple of playthroughs. And it's been a great way to learn Hearts of Iron. Even though some of it is different, obviously. It's been a joy to play. I think I'm going to need to move this guy's offensive line. Can I just edit it? Yeah, I could. I'm going to go with something like that instead for him. That includes Crow's Haven. Let's do that like that. Yeah, that feels a little bit better for our plan. And we'll grow him out just a little bit that way. Slight overlap on both those divisions so that they fill in the ranks. And that we don't have to lose our spearhead into Crow's Haven. My kind of idea here is if we push here with the behemoths, then we can just cut to this mountain and we have a beautiful pocket right there. I really would like to get into this before these guys get wiped out. It's not the worst if we come in afterwards. Because it's still they're gonna be low on manpower, they're gonna be low on supplies coming right out of a war. But having them divvied up on two sides, that just makes our lives even better. Sick of waiting. Sick of waiting. Ah, yeah. Let's get these guys a medal for that. Why not an HP medal as well if they're behemoths? We could just keep giving the tribe of giants more and more medals. There's war horns in the east, so let's get decimate the dancers. Now here's the thing, they are going to know that I am forming this war goal, so they might start pulling people west. But also, they might just keep their push there. They are already starting to bring some people out. They know what's happening. give you another medal. I guess organization just is so good. Wow, yeah, they did not hesitate to put some men on this front line. That being said, they just took Cliffs, which means if they're about to take Fort McDermott, that will be the end of them. There are anti-tank rifles. We'll grab MSAWs. And we will absolutely start making anti-tank rifles, probably by the lots. I don't know if there's anything we can really pull off of anti-tank rifles. Pull off anything to move into anti-tank rifles, I should say. We do have another arms factory coming up like right now, so. But we need them fast. Can't go wrong with manpower. This mod is outstanding. I really, really enjoy it. So, so good. All hail Caesar. I mean, I don't know about that. He can't even push through Hoover Dam. So it feels like he's doing pretty well otherwise. Lannis's cohort is also growing continuously. Twin mothers. Oh, they've been taking over the tribe of Diana over there. There's our advanced slashing melee weapons. Let's upgrade the behemoths. Yeah, so we got to make a crazy amount of these. 3,500 to upgrade from our basic weapons. He's managed to move most of his troops, or at least enough troops that he's guarding the border a little bit here, while still taking care of these guys. I mean, the bright thing is that if he wins this fight, it does mean, like, we'll also get that territory for free. I cannot really complain. Not enough special forces caps. So this is what I was worried about. If we take Nightkin, we don't get behemoths. And I think our behemoths are going to be much better. I'm going to cancel production of Nightkin.
Huh?
And if that's the case, I'm also going to cancel any creation of tribal scout kits. I'd rather the big boys. Clearly done updates to this since the last time I played. Since a reinstall in my near future. So they recently added in Canada. And below Canada. Are the two newest areas. I think they updated them in February. So there's lots of tasty new good stuff. With the mod packs as well. I mean, you can literally have the entirety of North America. Just not everybody has unique focuses. Come on, dudes. Hold just a little bit longer. I want to start this fight before it fully goes. I don't know how many days it's going to take us. Probably 10 days to heal up after training. Feels right. I used to build a dream. Wow, 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 wow. Medals for everybody. You get a medal. You get a medal. Like the only faction we can actually have medals. The Crimson Acolytes won their war. So this is going to reinforce.
Don't look at me.
Yeah, it's a bit unfortunate. Oof. Yeah, but quite a bit, actually. I don't know what their focus is, but they know what my focus is. That feels like hacks. All right, we're going to stop trading. Ooh, question. I have enough to give all of my super mutants dynamite. Oh, my org is so bad, though. Just remember the new Vegas Valley. There is a possibility we will create some sort of combined arms once we get the machine guns, which might be a little bit better for our org. Alternatively, it might just be that super mutants have bad org. Haven't convinced myself quite yet to buy Hearts of Iron, but this is definitely ticking an itch to play a new run of Fallout 4. Yeah, I was debating installing 76 again the other day, so. I think the last run I did was the new Reno Enclave. Oh, nice. I haven't really played anything down in the NCR territories. Just because I've been curious about the rest of the world. Insane amount of content. Every run is different. Never know what's going to happen with Lannis, the NCR, and Caesar. Yep. That's what I like. I like how different every map goes. I mean, in this one, Strath Commune got wiped out, and now it looks like Big Grass is probably going to become the dominant player in the area. Big Grass or Lloyd's Ministry? I'm still hoping for Big Grass. So instead of communists, we're going to have robots. All right, there's our war goal. Dismantling the constructs and buildings can give us insight into what they've done to survive in inhospitable conditions. Better yet, we're going to drag them from the ruins, those who fled, those who hid, those unworthy of transformation, and make them work for us. They shall tend our lands, construct our buildings, and toil in the mines. Yeah, why not? Psionic mastery, widespread cannibalism, followers of the apocalypse, and psionic mastery. Super mutants versus psionics. This is saying that I have a 0% chance the enemy is so much stronger than me. Come sit down beside me and hear my sad story. I'm shot in but it kind of also seems like I am winning all of these fights, so we'll have to see how that really goes. All my big boys, I want to move up that way. We're having terrible luck on scavengers. A lot of loud motorbike noises. Take me to the valley and lay the sod Okay. The behemoths are having no problem pushing it. I don't know what happened to this army division that it decided to shrink down to a single section. I don't know why they all just stacked in one area. Let's keep changing this around. I want to push into Crow's Haven as much as we possibly can. You go there. You go there. This is intended to be a bit more of a spearhead than anything else. We got extra melee factories. We got 2 on the anti-tank rifles. I guess we could put these guys on the upgraded weapons. Oh, that's from taking Paulina's shield. Atom bomb.
You're mine. Pain.
You push into Crow's Haven. You also push into Crow's Haven and beyond. These guys will fill in the gap. This seems to be okay down here. We're making just like slow progress. Okay, okay, okay. Why don't you go there, there? Get in those spots they aren't looking. Gobble up more factories. That's what I'm talking about.
So many staring eyes.
Let them move up this way as well. Try to keep the super mutants on the spearhead. Keep that guy pinned if you can. It doesn't seem like it's possible.
Got you now.
Here we go. Super mutant time, baby. Pincered in. Nice and easy. They seem to not have enough troops over here to actually watch the entire side, so we should be fine in that.
You will pay.
A couple of these behemoths are going to keep pushing it in this way. We get a gift of iron. After the first ordered mutants to scavenge the old roads near Willamette to search for materials, he found himself met with a surprise: generosity. Out of loyalty to the first several mutants, rather than pocketing the metals for their own use, instead they gave their finds to the first. This gave the first the idea if they were to have all mutants give the Warren metal, that'd make enough material to build whatever he wished. The iron tax, construction speed 20%, and max factories in a state 20%. Huge. That's huge for us. We're going to pick a pinnacle point here next. Get an extra planning point on Beatrice, who leads all of our behemoths. We're still not using those trained mongrels in anything. I should actually put them in the militia. And you know what? Let's just very quickly tack all those boys in. So that's our garrisons actually like properly done. And I am curious. There is no combined armed super mutants. I'm really concerned because the org on their super mutants is so bad. It doesn't seem to matter, but it means I can't really put in anti-tank rifles or dynamite or anything of that sort.
Head voice. Sick of waiting.
It's a bit thin, but let's just kill the pocket first.
So many staring eyes.
Oh, I don't suppose you guys can
Head voice. Head voice.
push into Chemalt here. Maybe pocket those two. These dweebs are donezoed.
Got you now. Don't look at me. So many staring eyes.
You can go that way. You can go that way. I don't actually have anybody on their capital there, which feels like maybe a bit of a mistake, but... we'll have that gobble up whatever it can. And...
Fire!
I guess these guys kind of need new offensive lines. Just realizing.
Got you now.
Including the behemoths. Who are foolishly getting pushed around.
Huh?
You guys all move in there. Kill that last group so that we can reassign our lines.
Now you die.
And we're gonna just probably sneak the super mutants to like there. He is planning a counterattack. You can see the staff office plans kicking in there.
So many staring eyes.
I might beat that guy. No, I'm not even gonna.
Now you die.
You know what? Why don't you go there? You go there. We'll finish him off. These guys kind of reset to their new lines. And then we can move them after that. All right, what do we got? We might as well take claims on Olive Kemalt Station. Keep making more weapons. We'll wait these guys a little bit just to get their positioning back up. You guys are moving there, there, and there.
Staring eyes.
My behemoths are all in spot, so I'm gonna put them on planning. Just give them the push through they need, the breakthrough. I think they have low org by default on all the mutants. Yeah, I think so. It does seem to be kind of the vibe I'm getting from them at this point. Do a little prospecting. I guess as this advances, we can maybe get some more stuff there, but... all right, you guys are planned up. Let's go. You guys are... almost planned up. Mostly planned up. Feel like we could advance with them as well.
Now you die.
All right, we've taken Kemalt. And it looks like we're creating another pocket down here. Grandview is the next spot.
Sometimes they escape, and I have to round them up again.
We got more super mutants coming in. We got more behemoths ready to rock. Strong back, reconnaissance. We could either go with supply consumption, or we could go with something like division recovery rate. Or like XP. You know what? Let's take XP. It's a bit of a different choice. This guy's already got all the super mutant abilities. So I'm going to give him division recovery rate. We've got some more civvy factories. I'd like to finish up the infrastructure there. And then probably build just a little bit more. We're unlocking a lot of military factories just from being in this area and taking over all this land. The muties seem to be doing a fine job. Have him go here and then cut in.
Head voice, that you?
Why does my behemoth line keep growing so much when it shouldn't be? Like, I very deliberately am trying to keep this really small, and I wonder if it's I'm not using spearheads properly. And I'm going to say that's almost certainly the case.
Sometimes they escape, and I have to round them up again.
Anyway, I guess that'll be them.
So many staring eyes.
They could keep going that way. And I guess the behemoths can also just keep pushing down to Black Mesa. All right, we got the makeshift weapons. All of this stuff is actually ready to advance. 0.00 years ahead. %20 soft attack on a behemoth. That's pretty good. I think I'm going to take that. It is also 0 years ahead, so... Grab a couple of makeshift automatic weapons. And my real question is, now that I have that... Yeah. I can't really build combined weapons for super mutants, unfortunately. It's a shame because the combined weapons are so good. Vault City down here is taking on the Badland Buckaroos. These guys are taking on, what do they got? 4 divisions up here against 2 who are out of supply. That should be no problem for them.
Sometimes they escape, and I have to round them up again. Now you die. I'll kill you.
There's a bit of a potential surround happening here. I guess also here. New president of the NCR.
Sick of waiting. Don't look at me.
Yeah, don't let that guy take any of that territory. Just go that way.
Sometimes they escape, and I have to round them up again.
You can go that way. You guys are all doing your stuff down this way. There's Smash the Station, which gives us bonuses on Chemalt. I guess we could start taking Mega Metal Mutants to work our way towards powered melee weapons. Bonus to melee weaponry, extra production in the Warren, a handful of basic weapons, army experience.
Now you die.
You guys could probably go in here, here, and maybe help those dudes out, wipe out that little baby pocket. These guys are going to move up and help out there. You've got that pocket.
So many staring eyes.
We might just be able to rush Black Mesa Farms now. What is this for? Demand our rightful territories from who? Who has our rightful territories? Oh, just the Crimson Acolytes. Oh, that's interesting. If we had taken the Chemalt Station stuff first, we could have demanded this territory from them. And honestly, they probably would have just given it over. Because they're cowards. All right, these are some of the last couple of points being taken right now, so... See if we can get Denio here and cut another section of this out.
Shit, I'm waiting.
Yeah, behemoths, you do what you do best. Smash people. Have you go that way? That's got to be it. That's got to be. Here we go. Some weapons, some pipe guns, a handful of other junk. We're going to take all of it. Hi. Annexed.
Huh?
We got another set of behemoths. That's 4 behemoth divisions now. And it looks like we got more prizes. I love the idea that we're putting little medals on all of our behemoths.
Shit, I'm waiting.
Like these super mutants are just like, ah, shiny metal. Also that they get more and more expensive every single time. Who has their rightful territory? Are you an economic trade node? Ooh. Crow's Haven is a trade node. Level 1 trade node. Let's go.
Head voice, that you.
Next up are these dweebs. Well, that kind of works. We'll move everybody over that way. I don't know who this rightful territory demand is from, so I'm just going to click it and see what explodes. We got some economic growth. Trade node on the go. Any chance she was letting Mona in the room? Oh, Mona's right here. She's on the floor right next to me. She'll probably come up and say hi later. I love that I'm making all this stuff. Look, I literally said her name and she got up and was like, oh, you want me to come over? You want to come up, Moni? Everybody's asking about you. I gotta think about where we have to fight. It looks like Northwest Brotherhood is all hills. So I think that's gonna settle it for me. We're gonna take hills and mountains as our specialty. Which feels like a right idea for us. Hi, Moni. You wanna say hi? Come here. A big visitor for you. Just as requested. She's like, I was asleep. I'm still asleep. Is this what you're looking for? Happy girl. Happy Moni. Hey Moni, you having a good day? You sleepy? Yeah, very sleepy, I think. Very sleepy, very fuzzy. Here you go. Christy, hello. Good morning. How are these Mirelurks looking? Ooh, not fun. So I think we're probably going to have to make 2 different types of divisions at this point. What I want to do, I think, is duplicate these guys. Hold on. First off, let's core all these territories. But I think I'm going to make a copy of these guys to say, we're going to call them anti-tank mutants. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to give them, this might be a surprise, anti-tank rifles. And then I'm going to duplicate these guys and I'm going to call them demo mutants. This might come as a shocker. They're going to get demolitions. Do dogs also take from org? Yeah, they do. I suppose I should also make a group of these guys now that are called gun mutants. And we'll give them a fire team. All right, we've got the early training regiment giving us an extra 200% HP and -2 attrition. We can take defense, hardness, and armor, or max speed. I'm actually going to take defense, hardness, and armor. And the scavengers have found some old world weapon schematics, giving us bonuses to factory output. Gotta love it. What a song to open the stream to. Shikal, how we doing? Welcome, welcome, welcome.
Don't look at me.
And so I think what I'm going to start doing is I'm going to take all of these guys and I'm going to make them anti-tanks. And we're going to call these the, we're going to call them hard mutants.
Sometimes they escape,
And we're going to call these guys soft mutants. And these guys are going to get the guns. I gotta be honest, I'm actually thinking about maybe just giving the grenades to these guys. We drop them below 30 org. For an extra 3 breakthrough. I actually don't know if that's worth it. I'd like to put all of these support teams on our guys, but I think until we figure out how to do that, I'm not entirely certain. I could probably deploy, I think this is what I'm going to do here. I'm going to deploy both these lines because they're ready to go. And we're going to cancel that. We're going to make anti-tank mutants, gun mutants, and demo mutants. And I think I'm just going to send the demo mutants out in different groups. So you're going to become an anti-tank mutant. We'll put you in there. And you're going to become a gun mutant. We're going to put you in there. You know, actually, they have 10 each. Why don't we just only make demo mutants? And then that way they can kind of have 10 attack squads with the demos. You know what? I'm going to make 5 of these, and maybe I'll make like a 5 of whatever their other thing is. Try to give them some variation. Just a little bit. Love how they tease me with a cryolator as soon as you wake up in the vault. Here's a carrot, just keep running. I mean, there are ways to get that cryolator right away, but it also gives you a good reason to go back and get the cryolator later. If that's what you're feeling you need to do. They do a good job teasing it out. Let's also up that, and do we need more arms workshops? I actually don't know. We'll go with something like this. We grow. We grow, we grow. Oh, how we grow. We still don't have spies. So I'm kind of thinking probably now is the time to make the sneaky bastards. We're going to give them this great big green hand. And we get some spies going. They patched the dog meat trick. Can you still punch the glass? Because I know that was a thing you could do for a while. All right, I got to understand how spearheads work. Compared to an offensive line, a spearhead will aggressively try to take all provinces as they were there, and when the order was first painted, without adjusting to changes. Prefer spearheads when you need to overlap encirclements, cut off the enemy, or for more controlled, smaller thrusts into enemy territory. I mean, I'm kind of thinking that for the behemoths. And then these muties could just do that. The soft mutants I'm actually not going to have push. I'm just going to have them stay dug in. I really don't know how we're going to do against Meyerlurks. I'm a little bit worried. I'm hoping the anti-tank is enough and the behemoths are enough. These guys are softies. I guess I could have taken the apostles. I could still take the apostles out first. And then I'd have a bit of a pincer on the Meyerlurk tribe. I don't know. We got to core all this stuff first. So I guess that's top priority. I love that. Just like, there is no resistance. There is just mutants. Nobody acts up when the super mutants rolls in. Still here negative. Okay, I'm trying to think of like what the other... Can you pick up an item and slide it into the thing where the cryolator is, and then use that to like physics glitch the cryolator out? I am certain there are ways to do it. Wow, we actually lost like a fair bit of manpower. You know what we have not been spending? This is what we should be spending PP on. Dum-dums. Super mutants getting better. Honestly, I'm really... It's hard not to just upgrade the super mutants all the way right now. I actually forgot all about this, man. We have training bonuses as well we can get here. We should really be working on those as much as we can. Man, there's a part of me that's like, okay, core all this territory first and then move. And then the other part of me is just like, just go berserk. I'm going to throw it on 5 speed for a minute. Because we're kind of just sitting here. Dancing on their bones. We officially have our first spy agency up and running. And our national focus is done. Let's do the core first. It'll also give us some more manpower. More military factories. I gotta remember to start selling off this basic melee weaponry. Oh my god, I have so many more military factories here. I think I put these guys on 5 now. We're already getting so chonky. We'll grab some wasteland survival training, and this also reminds me, we should make sure that everybody is trained up right now because they are not. We even have a couple of totally green rookies. So this would be useful. In the lore, do super mutants have this level of organization, like a nation state with a standing army and such? It depends on the group of super mutants, because there's a multiple different variations of the FEV virus, and they've affected people differently in different areas. So, like, the super mutants of Austin are really stupid on the East Coast, but then the super mutants in the Appalachian Mountains, I think, are really, really smart. The West Coast mutants have traditionally been very smart. All based on tribal-style governance rather than a nation-state? Yes, yeah. Yeah, we are not like a super advanced nation by any means. We literally only have all the basic technologies, so... Super Mutant Spy Agency is crazy. It's going to get many useful information. I mean, you never know. They do allow super mutants into certain civilizations because they do make good warriors. So there's always a bit of a possibility. Montana Brotherhood's getting kind of big. I guess, like, this worries me. There's an air base here in East Portland. The big weakness we have as super mutants is that we take a lot of damage against against air units. Lou the Clown or Max Scarface? Let's take Lou the Clown. Let's take Max Scarface. He's slightly better. And I guess I'm actually going to build some intel up here in the Northwest Brotherhood. Surely they won't raise any questions. We could get a cryptography department. Why not? We'll get ready to take out the Myer lurks. Northwestern are continuing to move north. These guys just beat Kamloops, so they're going to be able to move some people back south and actually fight against those Northwestern Brotherhood. Whether or not it's enough is TBD. The Northwestern Brotherhood did get beaten once already. Man, I'm up to 40 civilian workshops already. This is a pretty advanced troll warren. Appalachia's your home. Ooh. Where I come from, I was talking about this the other day, but on the west coast of Newfoundland, this is where I come from. I come from a little town right here. But this is actually also the Appalachian Mountains, which is very confusing because this is the Appalachian Mountains, I think. But they also exist up here. It's the same mountain range, the same tectonic plates. And it's a really neat fact, I find. Taking their homes, we have cored all of Chemalt Station. We'll start some war horns in the west, and we'll get ready for this war. I don't think we need to do the other stuff. We can do it while we're fighting these guys, so. Who needs tech when you're strong? Hard to be sneaky. Everyone in 100 meters knows you're walking by. I mean, the Nightkin do it. They turn invisible. Yeah, if it's Nightkin, it's a bit easier. I could hire foreign heroes, and we could get like double agents, but honestly, I don't even know if we need to do that. How many cabs do I have? I'm spending a lot on this agency right now. And I'm not sure I want to be doing that. Almost got enough to start buying slashing weapons. $1,800, $1,100. We're gonna go for the Northwestern Brotherhood first, so we'll try to break their cipher. It's not looking super great. If radiation around tech is very unreliable in the best situation, right? So easily imagine what super mutant interrogation technique looks like. It's violent, I can tell you that. Our scavengers just got a boost to land doctrine, so this is going to get an extra 50% on it, which is fantastic. Or the next thing we have gets 50%. Let's take second generation training. Wait, any of these other things I need? What do we need here? This gives us better attack, war support, drops our stability, and drops our org. I don't really like the idea of dropping our org. This also drops stability. Okay, so we can increase our division speed, research, recruitable population. And we actually get also more breakthrough, but at the cost of 10% per stability every time we do this. And our damage reduction against cast drops pretty significantly. That being said, it provides us a lot of manpower. I think I'm just going to keep going for dum-dum upgrades. Second generation training, because every time we get these guys, we unlock more special forces, which means more behemoths. MacArthur and Montana, so this is Enclave versus the Brotherhood, are now fighting each other. That's a huge battle in the area. It looks like Middlemark is also growing. I'm not sure what's happening here. Either Big Grass is winning the fight against Pioneer Company, or they're getting eaten. This may be a little bit back and forth. I don't know, man. I guess just more melee weapons. At this point, that seems like the reasonable decision. I could also perhaps buy more bicycles. Or sell bicycles. Seeing as we can't use bicycles as super mutants. War horns in the west, so let's get ready for a war against the Myer lurks. This continues to pop up. So I'm going to just keep building stuff here. I'm going to set one of these guys on repairs just in case. And then where else do we have slots? There's a 7 slot here and a 6 slot here. So I think let's just build some infrastructure in between all this stuff. I know that's a little crazy on the infrastructure side, but infrastructure builds really fast. Could upgrade these bunkers. Super mutants don't defend. Oh my god, this is so many Myer lurks. Dangerous. Does this increase the... This also increases organization. Jeez, I think I'm just going to keep going up this tree. Let's max out our special forces, because then we get as many behemoths as possible. Nightkin, just listen while in the same room. Break their bones. Behemoths, the same, just in reverse order. Our behemoths get another upgrade. I could pick up this +5 defense. Yeah, we get +5 breakthrough afterwards. That's probably not a bad idea. I haven't looked at industry tech in a really long time. Big Grass took 11 states. Lloyd's Ministry took 1 state. Pioneer Company was annexed. Big Grass, Big Grass. I'm really excited for them. That's awesome. I love when the robots break ahead.
Shit, I'm waiting.
Some of you guys are still training, but you're doing okay. In fact, that would be all of you ready to go. We just formed another behemoth in that party. Division Org gets 10% when we max out this tree. Ooh, that's really tasty. We're gonna grab Children of the Master. Really make our army just monsters. Got 'em on the go. And we're almost ready for war here. In fact, let's make sure that we're not working out, so we should be okay. Like to see the behemoth that managed to squeeze into the interrogation room. This is the 3rd time we had to rebuild the room this week. It's getting to be a bit much, don't you think? Regular super mutants could do this job. All right, there's Myer lurk meat. So General Shatterhand joins us as a unit leader. And Bone Snarl gets +1 attack. This gives us 2 arms workshops. And then for every state we own with a Chemalt Station core that has 5 infrastructure. Okay, so that's my next goal. I mean, we're advancing a lot of this Chemalt Station stuff right now, but Chemalt are you guys? Oh yeah, so we're gonna just max out all that stuff. And let's go to war. Yippee-ki-yay. We're gonna leave those guys up there not to go to war. All right, one guy can't break there, but we seem to be doing fine in other locations. I'm hoping the behemoths do their push properly.
I got you now.
There's so many of them here. There's just a full stack of 5. I kind of thought they might actually take the Eugene ruins first, but what are you gonna do? Supply is really bad in these locations. So we'll have 2 of them move that way. We're gonna have 3 of them move this way. Well, 3 of them are going to move that way, then 2 of them are going to move that way, and then 1 of them is going to move to Myer port. With the goal being that all these Mirelurks get surrounded. Doesn't seem like we have a problem up there. Take the capital, move into the capital, take the capital, move into the capital. Make up your minds, lads. Good push, good push. I love how it's like low manpower. My dude, I got 3.5k. That is so much manpower.
You die now.
Behemoths, we're gonna shorten up your path here a little bit. That way y'all can keep pushing into this spot.
Got you now.
Didn't anticipate that. This guy actually cut off this entire group way earlier. Which is kind of fine. Honestly, doesn't really matter. Still holds their land.
Sometimes they escape.
Oh man, we're really struggling to take Myer port though. But these guys are all gobbled up. I don't know if it's worth attacking with these guys up here. Our scavengers found some stuff. Painted rock. Who the hell are Painted Rock? They're trying to demand tribute from us. Who are Painted Rock? I don't even see them. Yeah, we're not going to be pushed around, Painted Rock. I'll take an extra 5% war support here over political power, since we don't really need political power for much. Or the world in pieces. Y'all can just keep pushing in this way. We overrun the armory here, giving us 2 more arms workshops. We'll wait to take the old guns. So let's grab General Shatterhand for the extra support here.
Sometimes they escape.
And I'm going to have these guys all move into these spots.
Don't look at me.
My org here is a little lacking, but when ain't it with these super mutants, you know?
I'll kill you.
Seem to be doing okay in this front. We've pretty much caught up on our slashing melee weaponry. Suppose it doesn't hurt to have more. We can always sell it off if we don't need it. There are no divisions here. This is probably why you guys can't take anything right now. It's completely up to these behemoths to do anything.
I'll kill you.
So let's have them crush through. And then we'll just form a line here, a line here.
So many staring eyes.
And I guess like a line here. Grab West Salem. Super Mutant Behemoths get another upgrade. They are maxed out now. So why don't we actually look at some of the other stuff here, like technology bonuses that I probably should have been doing a long time ago, but don't really feel like they're that important for me. I'm gonna grab the staff office plan just so we can get a little bit of planning done early here.
Don't look at me. Huh?
You guys can help smash those dudes. These behemoths are so good. It's hard not to immediately fall in love with them. This has me a bit worried. This one Meyerlurk is going berserk through my territory right now. So I'm just going to activate all plans, and we're going to see how this turns out.
You're mine.
Maybe like some of you can go across here.
Got you now. You will pay.
What? Just really worried that guy's going to make his way to the Warren. And that's exactly what he's trying to do. Oh my god. I do not need my capital being taken by a single Meyerlurk on a rampage. This is embarrassing. Oh my god, they're actually pushing right up on the edge of it. Can you guys please, for the love of God, just like start getting in here? You guys can try pinning some of the others. That behemoths are going to start smashing through. Great. My capital is encircled, which means that I get no supply to any division. Could this happen to me? What do we tell you about letting the animals escape? I mean, I definitely didn't listen. Okay, here's the thing. If I do take Tidewater and these two cities, the mutant armies of the Warren have fallen to the Meyerlurk tribe, with the FEV-filled caves surrounding Crater Lake becoming militarily occupied. A grave day for mutants everywhere. That's okay, it's temporary.
So many staring eyes.
A little bit of an embarrassing war here. Right, okay, there we go. God. Of course they capitulated right after getting that event. We're going to take all of their ships as well, so we now have a navy, which is kind of fun. Not so grave a day for mutants. Port Ma is trying to push me around.
Shit, I'm waiting.
Just gonna do that. It'd be nice to kind of have our land around the war and actually a bit more safe feeling.
Huh?
You guys go like that. You guys go like that. And you guys go like that. We should steamroll them pretty quick. Meyerlurk's living up to their tenacious, chasing AI. They never give up, even when you bump into them in the Fallout games. The fact that just the one of them ran off on their own, that they were like, you know what, let's stop defending and let's just go sack their capital city. You gotta respect it a little bit. For each level of infrastructure in our capital, we get bonuses. All right, there's a worthy foe unlocked. You know what? Let's just grab the claim here before we core. Be a little bit greedy. Who, me greedy? Never. Demo mutants, and behemoths. Keep them coming along. When the world through the mutants had been beaten, in reality, the mutants set a trap so daring it shook even the most devious Vault Tech employees. Oh my god, they just filled this room with Myer lurks. It was just a calculated move to lose our capital. We were baiting all the Myer lurks away so that we could eat them afterwards. Ah, yeah, these guys got Myer lurks too. Rats! Have I caught up on weapons? I have. So I can start selling slashing weapons now. And we can keep promoting Crow's Haven as well, which is going to get us a ton of caps. I don't even have a trade route set up here. What a fool I am. I guess we'll start it to Ario. It's the most valuable one for us. Promote. I don't know what's going on here. I can just keep promoting this over and over again. Not that I'm gonna complain. I guess there's a lot of factories and stuff in here, which probably helps, as well as a lot of infrastructure. These trolls have, honestly, they've been very good for the economy. You can say what you want, but they are building roads. You're at 100% again. Let me promote you. Oh, I need 19 political power. Hilarious, man. Nothing quite like the trolls just doing all the trading in the universe. What do we need for New Mariposa? Washington Brotherhood's land. Oh, okay. We need to actually like core their territory. Or core the NCR, but the Brotherhood is obviously... They're losing to Silk's Nation, who is also losing to Broken Coast. Honestly, the North is just a zoo. It's a total mess right now for everybody involved up there. Which means it's the perfect kind of thing for a bunch of super mutants to just roll on in, smash everybody. Spec up platoons, get recovery rate. And everybody gets bonuses to attack and defense in the mountains. Oh, pretty much everybody gets both of those bonuses. Special Forces minimum capacity. Special Forces training time. Let's unlock that. Behemoths still count as Special Forces. I wonder, will they also be affected by these perk trees? They're heavy Special Forces, so... I bet they would. That would give them some more org. Vault City has fallen. Wow, okay. To New Reno. That's a bit of a dangerous border. More people are trying to push us around. We can get 5% breakthrough on our frontline troops. That feels like a good idea for us. I feel like, okay, Portma tried to push us around. They managed to take... They're also at war with the Brotherhood. Dude, this is crazy up here. This is so funny. Whose land? Whose land is whose land? Whose? An intelligent super mutant who's rose to prominence after his capture by the NCR. They originally planned to execute him. A small band of MaxX officers offered to pay for him in exchange. Since his time in MaxX began, Who's has led a prominent gang of super mutants from inside the prison walls. Unlike most other super mutants in MaxX, Who's has maintained a decent standing amongst the human prisoners. This trait paid off following his escape from the prison, as his ability to negotiate with rival gangs allowed him to form a larger army. For now, Who's is the de facto leader of the area, but that could change in a minute, as the former criminals of MaxX were never known for their loyalty. I like that. I'd keep him alive. Maybe he can take over the NCR. All right, 2 days on Apostle Annihilation. These guys, I suspect, are going to fall pretty quick. We'll core the Myer stuff. We will, to clear this war, we will go on all of our lines. And honestly, I think I'm just going to let them roll because there's so few stuff and most of it is on the border right here. And we have pretty good manpower. Who's running New Reno? The gangsters? Christopher Wright. The intellectuals. But not by much. It's a bit of a mess. As I walked out in the streets of New Reno, as I walked out in New Reno one day... Okay, their capital is already captured. Ergo, their next capital is about to be captured. Our mutants gain 10 defense, 10 hardness, 10 armor. Division experience gain and org loss, or reconnaissance and int gained from combat. I'm gonna take org loss. Org loss while moving is pretty valuable because we do kind of smash through lines really fast. I'm trying to focus on what we do best as mutants, which is smash. See if I can push some more of these behemoths around this way. It looks like they're already kind of pushing through, though. There's the resistors. We might as well get the next research bonus for vacuum tubes. I think once we take Bandit, it's over. Our scabs got eaten by death claws. No! Super sledges were upgraded all the way to the right in the research tree. So now we can get powered weapons, which I guess would technically include super sledges. And we do get a special tech to unlock that. Free dockyards. Convoys or canoes. Oars. Rare 2 custom mounted guns. Command slot is word of mouth. Propulsion oars. Mounted guns. Twin mounted HMGs? On the front of our canoes? I feel like that's not correct. Oh, we lost Arago again here. We just got to take that and we win. Deep in the heart of Texas. Come on, crabbies, get out of here. Rebel, 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 rebel. The apostles have been annexed. I gotta figure out what our next goal is. Because I'll be honest, I'm not sure. I know we have to start moving north. The first ambitions is not enough action with the Northwest Brotherhood is fully independent. Well, that's a lot of nice bonuses. So we either have to go for the south or the north. The southern push or the cause of trouble. Argo, Klamath, and then the NCR. Portmont, Northwestern Brother. Wait, hold on. Winter Tactics unlocks Icejaw. Pushing the border destroys the stability of the Washington Brotherhood, which actually doesn't exist. Prepare for war. We can go to war with... Where do I get the cores, the claims for these guys? You give me a claim on Klamath and on Aereo. This is a claim on the Northwestern Brotherhood, the Washington Brotherhood, Port Ma, and the Wardens of the White. This is a claim on Northwestern Brotherhood, Port Ma, and the Wardens of the White. So either way, we have to go north. Oh, I see. I can't do this one because the Washington Brotherhood still exists. Which means we can't get Icejaw. But we do get Klamath and Aereo. Klamath was just these states. So New Reno and Aereo are the next wars. I guess we'll go for Aereo first. Yeah, Klamath is right there. I don't know if we're going to need like this many guys on the line. We can split them up a little bit. I feel pretty safe with them. Arcanus can carry super mutant behemoths. Do you really think... Oh, the canoes can carry super mutant behemoths? Do you think a puny HMG puts any strain on them? I mean, I guess you're right on that. That's a good point. Justify the old way and go north. Yeah. We still will. I mean, these still give us northern things. I don't know where the choice to go against the NCR is. It seems like no matter what, we have to go north. It led me to believe in the early phases that we could go that way as well. For every core state in Oregon... you're asking me to understand what Oregon's borders are. For every level of infrastructure in our own states in Oregon. For each level of infrastructure in our capital. So that one we can do anytime. 10 building slots. Wow. Yeah, we're maxed out on infrastructure, so we can absolutely get some of those upgrades as we get ready for the last couple of fights. Spells doomed to the Washington Brotherhood, yes. And I guess the Timberline we get to fight en route as well. But not until Aereo and Klamath. All Aereo and Klamath is owned. We need for that. So I have to go to war with New Reno as well. I'll probably do Ario, the Timberline, and then New Reno. Because I don't really want to push this far south. Honestly, New Reno might just cede this territory to us. Because it's only one of their small locations, and they probably don't have it cored. It's very expensive for them to core. They don't even have a claim on it, so something to think about. Let's get our org up here with better veteran training. Send out some manual prospectors. I feel like our mutant armies are now up to 36th division. Okay, it's climbing. 33 on the behemoths. I can't really add anything to them, so. New Reno's gone to war with the Yakuza. Fun. Love it. Cowboys in New Reno. I mean, we'll beat up some cowboys. There ain't no doubt about that. I don't think I need to do this. I wouldn't mind investing stimulus in Crow's Haven, but I don't also think we need to do that because it keeps sort of leveling up on its own here. We just got to remember to actually put the PP in it. Got to remember to stick the PP in this place. Okay. And I think this is probably a good spot to cut this episode. So that's what we're going to do. Thank you for joining us over on YouTube. We hope you join us back for the next section as the Troll Warren continues to expand its mighty grasp and work its way north towards the Western Brotherhood after a brief detour south. Until then.